Hello, my fearless family. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm super excited you decided to just subscribe to my channel. I talk about business credit, personal credit, business funding, and side hustle. So today I want to talk about your business, right? First, I want to just go over business funding and business credit and what I've seen go on in this industry. And I think a lot of people think that it's some type of secret sauce or special formula, or someone has some type of plug or information that maybe the next person don't have. There's only one of two ways, or both, that you can actually get funding for your business, okay? Take some notes so you won't forget. So when you hear someone talking about business funding, you can always go back to your notes. You're either going to have made some profits in your business. So that means that when you apply for a loan of any type, business line of credit, loan, anything on the loan side, requesting a bank to give you funding, you're either going to have to show that you have some revenue coming in so you can pay this loan back, right? Now, there are other ways. The second way is you have to at least have a 680, no lower than a 630 to get funding off just your name. So let's just say that you have a great idea. You want to start a business, but you don't have the funding. Then you need to have decent credit if you don't have any money to show that, hey, my business is has revenue coming in. I just need more capital. I need working capital. I need, funding in between jobs, because if you like a construction worker or something like that and you have to buy the supplies, it's written up in the contract, if you're doing some type of work in someone's home, that you will provide the material to get the job done, and you have no money to purchase the material or to bridge that gap in between when you start the job and when you finish it and get paid from your client, then you would need some type of credit. No bank is going to loan you money without collateral, proof that you actually make enough money to pay them back, or decent credit. Because credit shows that you're a great paymaster, as my grandmother used to say. No underwriter is going to approve a loan if you don't hit those 3 points. You either have to have collateral. Collateral means some type of real estate, equipment that you use that you can put up, given titles, whatever you can give to the underwriter or the bank that you're requesting funding for. You have to be able to put up something. Why would people fund your dream if you're not aligned with it? So if you're new, you're starting out and you're thinking about starting a business and you haven't started, the first thing I would do is get my credit right. Like, you need to get your credit right. It's great that you have an idea, and I promise you no one will steal your idea if you have to wait a little longer to get started. But the best way to go into a business is not to owe anyone on the personal side, because if you're trying to grow your business, then you're going to need funding, or it's going to always be small business. I was speaking to people around me, and I was like, we're not a small business, we're a big business. Because it's a quote that Stormy Wellington used all the time: everything that's big was once small. So if you're trying to grow something into transgenerational, meaning that you're going to transfer this business over to the next generation, then it need to have a strong foundation, you guys. Okay? So I understand that a lot of people, talk about business funding and credit, but look at it in a long-term perspective. What can I do to build a solid foundation to ensure that my business will last in 10 years. Okay? So I want you to think about that. A lot of people, since my last video, which was all over the place, thank you for having patience with me, you guys. So I knew I wanted to get on here and really give some great content because of the last video, but ultimately it was just telling you how to apply for gig funding. So if you're a 1099 employee or a 1099 independent contractor, if you don't want to, or you can do two ways when you go in to fill out this application. If you have poor credit, then you're going to have to show the bank that, hey, I make enough money for you to fund me. If you don't make enough money, then, and you have good credit, then use your credit to apply for the business funding. I do it all the time, you guys. You know, I told you guys I was going to take you on this next journey, which is really big for me. But my ducks are in a row. I do realize that I have to look good on paper. You have to be fundable if you want to run a business. So don't go out and open a salon just because you have your license now and you're ready when you have a 550, 600 credit score. No, get your license, go work with someone. Go work with someone that owns their salon. Pay attention to how they operate their business. So you're taking notes. You're paying attention. You're eyeballing everything. The Bible says count at all costs. What that means is you need to know how much it's going to cost you to actually run that business, own and operate that business. So with you knowing that, you know that you're going to need funding to actually, get a building. You need all of your supplies. Now you have to market because there's tons of salons out here. Everyone is yelling at people on the internet. So what are ways that you can market your business? So I'm going to segue into that. But I wanted to go over business funding because it's a lot of YouTubers out here giving you all of this information, but there are only two ways to actually get funded, you guys. There's no other way around it. I'm literally in the process of going under contract next week. Today is Sunday. Next week, I will be signing a contract to open up a franchise. In order to get funding on a large level, you're going to have to show that, hey, my business produce X amount of revenue, or you're going to have decent credit. What is decent credit? You at least need to be at a 680. 680. That means that you need to know what you look like from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You need to go get them all pulled. And the things that you cannot eliminate, you need to try to dispute them. So if the debt is more than 3 years old, my suggestion would be to dispute them. Now, if you can't dispute them and they come back and say, hey, you owe this, then the next option would be to pay and delete. That means that call the company up, negotiate a price where both of you and the company, the creditor, is happy with the amount, and then you need to get a prepaid card. I wouldn't give them a credit card. I wouldn't give them a debit card. I wouldn't send a check because you technically owe all of it. So if you give them a debit card, they can take everything that you actually owe. So come to an agreement, go get you a prepaid debit card, credit card, whatever, and then pay that amount and tell them to send you proof. It needs to be in writing before you pay it, okay? That they're willing to do a pay and delete. So have them email you something in writing telling you this. Get that stuff off your credit. Because remember, there's no need in starting a business on such a rocky foundation with you owing everybody in town, or your credit is not decent enough. It's just not a good start, okay? And I want all of my fearless families that either is in business or trying to go into business to have a stable foundation, something that will last you past you. It'll live on, okay? I've seen family-owned businesses. We see them now. We see Walmart. We see Target. We see all of these companies that started 50, 60 years ago that's still going strong because it was built on a solid foundation, okay? So, and remember, Mr. Walton borrowed $20,000 and didn't even know how he was going to pay it back. And I don't mean to rant, but I just really want to go into depth, get into detail with my people, my subscribers. If you're really looking to expand your business or to start one, let's do it on a solid foundation. There will be a link below the video that says DIY credit repair. Over there, you will see 8 dispute letters. That's a great way to start. Now, this is a zip file, so you do need to have Word document. You need to be able to access Word, because you have to go in and plug your information into these documents, okay? I also have an ebook, 30 Days to Building Business Credit. And there is a how to remove inquiry letter. Again, you're gonna be able to access, Word, and be able to go in and change and edit the document to plug your information. Then there is how to remove bankruptcies and public records. There is a way legally to request that bankruptcy not to show up on your credit, okay? It doesn't mean that you didn't file for bankruptcy, but it should not be on your credit. The court system does not report those type of things. Data companies purchase your information and sell it to the credit bureaus, okay? And in them letters, it also tell you how to freeze that information to stop anyone else from accessing it after this. It actually give you the steps, from A to Z, how to get started and remove all of that. I'm not going to go into it on video. You just need to purchase it. It's really cheap. This is things that you need for your future if you're trying to build, okay? So don't be cheap on yourself, you guys. What else? So the whole point of the video, and I apologize that it's being late, but I'm really, really trying to give you some great information today. So the point of this video, or why I did this video, was 2 ways you can grow your local business. These are things that I currently use, you guys, and they are working great for me. And I want you to start thinking outside of the box, because your customer base is not just on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, it all works together. I understand that. All of those platforms, those social media platforms, they work together. And I just got done looking at Unbreakable with Grant Cardone. So if you're a business owner and you didn't look at that 5 days of great information with Grant Cardone, you sleep. You don't have a business. Everybody know who Uncle G is. Everybody know who Grant Cardone is. So go over. I will have that link as well below. It's not an affiliate link. Go over there and check it out. Grant is known for his real estate, but to show you how to market your business, to scale it to $1 million plus a year, easy, you need that information. But here's, like I said, 2 things that I currently do right now to stand out from everyone else, because just posting 3 times a day on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, it's so noisy. People, your ads are going on deaf ears, as they say. So at some point you're wasting your time, right? So what do I do? If you do lashes, if you do brows, if you have some type of med spa, or you're a masseuse, what else? I use this company for a lot of things before I actually go off, because I would say, okay, let me go over to Groupon, and I will actually show you my account. I'm not going to show you what I sell on Groupon, but I will show you the back office of my merchant account. It takes about a week or 2, maybe 3 to get approved. But if you are a mechanic, give a discount on the oil change. And then you can showcase all the rest of your things. Put people on reward points. Even if you do hair, you do nails, you do, like I said, eyelashes, eyebrows, you're a masseuse. Get people on a reward system. So after they get 5 services from you, you give them something for free, or you give them like 20% off their next, service. Those are ways that you can stand out. You're dealing with the community directly. So it's no reason why, if you own a fitness center, you need to be on Groupon. Give people the first month for free. Offer them a personal training session. Who else? Construction workers, handymen. As long as you have an address, this is where the virtual address come in handy if you don't have a brick and mortar store, because if you know Groupon will give you the address of the storefront. So you don't want to use your home address as your storefront. If you do taxes, if you're an accountant and you're trying to build up a customer base, now's the time. Especially if you're doing taxes, or you a CPA and you don't want to work for anyone. Offer some type of discount through Groupon to get yourself out. Now, what I also like about Groupon is that you can say, I only want to sell 50 vouchers. So once you hit that threshold, then they will stop showing your service for whatever area. You may offer multiple services, and you may do waxing, Brazilian waxes. I've seen so many services. I'm actually getting ready to go and have a procedure done next week, and I seen them on Groupon, and I contacted them, and she was like, well, we'll honor the Groupon price. You don't have to purchase the Groupon, because Groupon do charge you 15% of each sale when you use their platform, and that's okay. But guess what? They market for you. They market in your area for you. So if you do teeth whitening, it's so many different services that people, plumbing, electrician. So it's a lot of people that need plumbing that don't have home warranties, and you can put yourself out there to get new customer base and grow your business, right? The next thing I use is BBB. And what made me think to tell you guys about it is last week, like, I really work with my Better Business Bureau people one-on-one. I receive emails from at least 2 to 3 emails per week from them. And they're always calling me, like, maybe because they don't have a lot of people that actually put their self or their business on BBB website and make their presence be known. They're always calling me, and I'm thinking they must not have much to do. So what I did was I signed up for BBB, and I was contacted by a rep, and she said that in order to get the seal on your website, it is $395 or $365 or something like that. And she said, we have a payment plan. And I said, well, does the payment plan call for any interest, extra penalties, or anything like that? She said, no. I said, well, you can just put me on a payment plan. Here's my business credit card. And they just bill me $35 per month until it's paid off. Now, I could have paid it all at once. I get that. But because it didn't come with any interest, any additional fees, why not just go ahead and let them take the $35 per month? But then last week, I received an email saying we have partnered with a local TV network to run ads. One ad is only $300, and it will run for 1 month. People still watch TV, and especially if you do construction work, like I said, plumbing. When I think about the home, I always think about my 88-year-old grandmother. I would want someone with integrity going into her home, working on her plumbing, electrical, whatever her needs are. And the Better Business Bureau put that seal on your website and showcase your company. That gives, I trust that you're going to do good service and you're going to work with integrity when it comes to my grandmother's home. Okay. So these are the things that you can do to make your business stand out over all everyone else. Okay. So, and like I said, this is for, you can also do it online for e-commerce, because that's what, I don't have a brick and mortar yet. So I'm actually doing it with my e-commerce, but it's going to be easy for me to go ahead and add another account for my storefront, because I already have a relationship with BBB. And if there's some type of conflict between you and customers, the Better Business Bureau will work to resolve it. They will not allow people to put negative comments on your account without actually doing a thorough, investigation, or they're the mediator between you and the customer. And then when people go and do their research, it's a lot of people that's not selling their homes. We at some point we were all, people were trying to sell their homes because the property value went up, but a lot of people are no longer trying to sell their homes. So any repairs that need to be done, they're looking to get things done. So if you do yard work, you remove trees, you do anything that's pertaining to keeping upkeep. You may even have a little small maid service. You might decide to open up you a little cleaning service. It's such an easy company to open up. It's just you, your car, and your cleaning products, and you would rather work for yourself. You will be amazed how fast your little business will grow into a big business, and you have to hire staff if you do cleaning. People, a lot of times people don't have time to deep clean their apartments or homes, and they will hire you to come in once, twice a month to deep clean. And you may need that money. You may need the upfront capital to start your business. And that's where the gig loans or just a business line of credit or a business loan will come in handy. So again, if to segue back into business credit, because these two are the same conversation. You can't have a successful business if you have poor credit. Okay, it's just, I don't care how many titles that says get a business loan with bad credit. It's just a bad idea. You should really work on your personal credit. Okay. But like I said, a maid business or a home service type of cleaning business is a great idea for someone that maybe has done housekeeping, maybe has done custodial work, and you want to get out of working for someone else and creating a business for yourself. I would go over to Groupon. First, I would, establish myself as a business, and then I would go over to Groupon, set up a merchant account, and then I would start offering my services. Maybe do a deep clean for half the price. Set your prices and then cut it in half, or 75 percent of what your full price is on Groupon, because in order to advertise on Groupon, it has to be a sale price. Okay, so I would do that, and then I would establish a relationship with Better Business Bureau and stand out from all my other competitors. Okay, so I think I want to do maybe a voiceover to show you guys my back office, and just to show you how you can apply for a merchant account on Groupon, and just show you some of the emails that I've received from Better Business Bureau. They even offered me a billboard, and the billboard was maybe a few $100s as well, because they're so cheap. No one is advertising on billboards, but people still look at billboards. When I'm out traveling and I'm driving, I look at people billboards, and people remember you from that billboard. And if you can get a billboard or even a digital billboard, you can create a presence there that will really catapult your business and make it into a big business. Okay, so go ahead and stay tuned. I'm going to do a voiceover. Remember, all the links will be below the video. How to get business funding will be below the video. If for some reason the links don't work, you guys, let me know. Say something in the comments. I like when you do that, because I can go in and fix those broken links, so you can go over and do what you need to do. So just stay tuned, you guys.
Okay, family, I am back. Okay, Fearless family, welcome back to the voiceover. So I'm on Groupon's website, and if you scroll down to the very bottom of the page, I've already done this. You can see the Groupon. It says sell on Groupon. You can do one or two things. You can click here, join Groupon's marketplace, and I would do both. So click get started. It says start today with zero upfront cost, and it has different options for you. There's also another way, and again, do both. Run a Groupon campaign, click here, and it tells you zero upfront cost, 26 million active global customers, 1 to 5 web users visit Groupon each month. I know if you're watching this video, you have purchased a Groupon. You guys, I purchased concert tickets, when I go to different states back in the day, not so much now, but back when I was traveling with my children on a budget and they were still in school, I would come over to Groupon and come and purchase food, Groupon, so I can, it could be easy on my budget as I travel. So I would always find Groupons within a 10-mile radius of my hotel, purchase them in advance. So when we go and dine out, if I run up a $200-300 tab, eating food, dessert, and everything else, I would literally be paying half that amount with the Groupon. Okay, so even if you own a restaurant, if you have a food truck, any of those things, I would offer a Groupon. Okay, so this is the way to come over and sign up. It says easy to sign up now, and again, I would do both. I would do the Groupon for merchants and this. This is really important. I've already signed into my account, so I will just give you guys a glimpse of my back office. And like I said, it usually takes 2 to 3 weeks. It just depends. Make sure you fill out everything to the best of your ability, and you should get approved in no time. Make sure that you have some type of address, a virtual address if you have a food truck, or if you don't have a storefront, you need some type of virtual address. I will leave the link below to the virtual address that I use. It was approved through Groupon. So those virtual addresses are really important when it comes to your presence, because if you don't have a brick and mortar, you want, you don't want people knowing your home address. Okay, so if I click here, this is actually my back office. Again, I won't get into my campaigns, but it's user friendly, and it says how to promote your business using Groupon vouchers. That's when I was telling you that if you do like lashes, if you do brows, wax, you can give people vouchers, for so much off. Purchase 3 Brazilian wax for $70 or some stuff like that. And how to redeem your vouchers, training your staff, how Groupon payments work. They usually pay out once a month. And I'm not as hands on as I used to be with this, and I've been with Groupon for a long time, you guys. Since I've been doing e-commerce, this was one of my little tricks or hacks that I would use to sell my products. Is I would come over here and actually list products that I had on available on hand, that I didn't have to drop ship, because I do still drop ship some of my products, and my best sellers I actually house and have either a distribution center send out the products to my customers, or I would send them out myself. Again, it just depends, right? So they pay once a month. So they cash you out once a month. Make changes to your Groupon campaign. So if you just want to go in and tweak it, change the price, change the products, and creating a new um, campaign. Really simple, easy. The most difficult part to starting a campaign is going to probably be the photos. Um, I have I have some equipment, some photo shoot equipment that I do use, and just get someone. These millennials, these Gen X, they Z, whatever they're called, the younger generation, they know how to take great photos for social media, and they actually tell you what size, and you can just go over to Canva and tweak your photos. So if you don't have anyone in your family to help you with the photos, just go over to Canva and put in what size you need the photo to be, and then you just come back over here to Groupon and list your product. Okay? So now let's go into the BBB. So this is my email. It actually was sent to my business email, but for some reason I wasn't able to open it in a full page and show you guys what it looked like. So I just opened the email, and it says right here, run an ad on KATV Channel 7 through the Better Business Bureau. Um, your choice of 3 separate weeks, and 1 week is $595. I know that it may seem like a lot, but if you can get a digital ad on a TV, a local TV station, their website, mobile web, and app, an additional $300 for all 3 weeks. So if I wanted to do all of them, it would cost me $16.95. And it just depends on your industry. Like I said, if you do home repair, you an electrician, you're a plumber, you do auto repair, you do, body work on cars, this is you right here. You want the BBB seal on your website. You want it to show up on your Facebook page. You want to be able to post that on your Instagram that you are now part of BBB and have that seal. And not only do you have a digital seal to put on your website and to put all over social media, they will also do a feature and post you on their Facebook and at you and all of your customers, and everyone that's affiliated with the Better Business Bureau will be able to see. Again, those are hacks that I have used to grow and scale my business. And now I'm not saying every review that I get on Google is a positive review. People they will complain more than they give you a great customer experience survey. So I do have some negative comments, but with that seal of approval is telling people that they can trust my business. That 9 times out of 10, if there was an unsatisfied customer, they just were going to be unsatisfied anyway. Okay? And like I said, if someone filed a complaint with Better Business Bureau, then they will come in as mediators to help you. So I think it's worth the $395. It's just a one-time fee, and you keep that seal, and you can use it on all of your social media platforms. Now, here's a billboard they're offering me. They're telling me one slide for $475. You guys, I think this is cheap. It's, again, especially if you're a local business, if you have a restaurant, a food truck, any of those type of things, 13,000 impressions. Do you know if you could sit on a billboard where there's high traffic, and they know how many impressions, because the highway department is always, we're always being watched. So they monitor the traffic coming in and out of certain, highways, or all of the highways. So the Better Business Bureau collects that data, and they're able to say, hey, we can get your content in front of the right people. And I know this video is super long, but I really, really want to give you guys some good content today. You're gonna see this afternoon, because I'm about to wrap it up and post it on YouTube. But that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to give you, and it also says additional campaign options. We can help you reach larger audiences with Facebook ads and new Google opportunities. They actually sent me an email a few months ago telling me that, hey, we can run a campaign through Google for you for only $200 a month because we have a relationship with Google, which gives us discounts on our ads. So if you're not really good at Facebook ads or Google ads, that's not what you're not a marketer. You do eyelashes, you do hair, you're a nail tech. Marketing is not your thing, then allow someone else to help you grow and scale your business. So I hope this content was useful to you. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. If you already use some of these companies, two companies, go ahead and give us your feedback. And how do you like Groupon? What's your experience with Better Business Bureau? Until next time, you guys, thank you so much for watching. And I want you to have a great day and stay fearless.